So today we're going to talk about who is Gen Z is and going to analyze their behavior. So in the world that the business need to understand their behavior in this generation, they have a very high expectation and they also grow up with technology. So if the economy wants to catch their attention, they really need to study their behavior. So Gen Z is a word to describe people who was born after 1995. They grow up in the city, grow up with technology, and there are also a generation that have the least population. Not a lot of baby was born, and they are the generation that have a lot of responsibility from themselves. They don't really following trends, and they tend to have less baby. Generation C receive information from the internet and also have a very fast decision, but also they tend to be a very easy hot-headed. They have a lot of capability into doing work, but they also have a very low intolerance, very low intolerance. So for the next thing will be 6 important things to do to attract Gen Z. So so Gen Z Gen Z tend to buy product via online website such as like for e-commerce, and whenever they're going to go shopping they would search from the internet first. So and also Gen Z tend to be a generation who bought e-commerce than any generation. So the entrepreneur need to update their website to be very accessible. Their website need to be all of their product information such as the preview pictures, price, colors, the size of the product, and they also need to have a very accessible way into delivery, and also a very easier way for the purchasing online. So all of those is a very important factors in doing business with Gen Z. The next thing is Gen Z is not a brand loyalty. They would more focus on the product itself instead of the brain of it. And also Gen Z is a generation who can do a lot of things in the same time, which is they can multitasking because they're living in a world that really is such a rush. So their expectation on the product is that they want a product that can also multitasking with them. And Gen Z also like product that can adapt to their lifestyle, because they can do a lot of things. So for the next factor is that Gen Z is not a generation who attached to the brand itself. They're not brand loyalty. They would more focus on the product itself. Um, because they grow up with the life that is very rushed. Um, they are also a generation that can do a lot of things in they are also a generation that can do everything, that can do a lot of them in the same time. So they are multitasking generation. So they also expect the product to be multi-function as well, such as a furniture or maybe a cosmetic. The entrepreneur needs to adapt their way to attract Gen Z consumer. And for the next part is that, and for the next factor is that Gen Z is a generation that have a very high demand. Even though this generation have the least population, but they have a very high demand. And from the information, Gen Z is the generation with most purchase out of our generation, because this generation like to do things that is up to date, and they also a generation that like to pay for their own happiness, and they're also like the brand that have the creativity and that is different from any brand. So the brand really need to build the brand value to attract Gen Z consumer. And for the next part and the last part is that Generation C like Generation C like the easy communication that have a straight meaning that is short and very easy to understand. Generation C use a lot of social media such as Line, Facebook, WhatsApp, or online banking. So the entrepreneur really should adapt their way of advertising their product by making it short and easier to understand, or maybe use some very short and attractive infographic to attract Generation C consumer.